confidence killed the cat.
Dorian.
Oh, Tina. How is dear Vicky?
I heard you talking to David just now. I know everything. I know what's going on between you and David. You heard me. I know what's going on between you and David.
How dramatic, Tina. Why don't you just tell me what you think is going on?
You really must think I'm naive.
Just get to the point.
Can't keep away from the young men, can you? I know you're trying to put your hooks into David.
Oh, so you think that I'm interested in him romantically?
Don't deny it, Dorian. I'm on to you. And if you try anything, I'll stop you. If it's the last thing I do.
David, I'm very glad you're here.
Maybe this isn't a good time. You've got family.
No. This is the perfect time because everyone in this room can hear what I have to say to you. Sloan told me that you were the one who brought me to the hospital, which in effect means that you saved my life. I want you to know how very grateful I am to you.
We're all grateful.
Well, listen, nobody has to thank me. I'm just relieved you're going to be all right.
I owe you more than thank you. I owe you an apology, David. If I remember correctly, just before I collapsed, I was not being very nice to you. I was, in fact, being very rude to you.
You weren't feeling well.
You don't have to make excuses for me, please. I think that I have just resented the fact that you were being forced on my family and I was being overprotective. And I'm truly sorry, David. I hope that you will accept my apology as well as my gratitude.
What's the matter, Tina? Are you afraid your baby brother can't handle the big, bad Black Widow?
Well, David's not like other people. He's innocent. He's good, honest, sincere.
Almost too good to be true, isn't he?
Well, as a matter of fact, he is. And I'd like for him to stay that way.
He's a grown-up. You can't control him.
I know that. But if I see a freight train ready to mow him down, I can at least push him out of the way.
You know, I've been called a lot of things in my life, but never a freight train. You really are so original. However, whether or not I'm interested in David romantically or not is my business.
Then you are interested in him, romantically.
Why not? After all, you said it yourself. He's good, sincere, honest. You didn't mention that he's also, intelligent and charming and not at all difficult to look at.
Stop it, Dorian.
In fact, if he weren't your brother, you'd probably go after him yourself, wouldn't you?
Only you would think of something like that.
The man is very handsome. Or hadn't you noticed?
Well, there's a lot of handsome men out there, Dorian. Why David?
Because he saved my life. That tends to make one feel very close to a person.
I'm saying David's not interested. He doesn't want anything from you.
You don't know what David wants.
Don't I? The last time I saw you with him, I could tell he was upset. He wanted you to stop following him around. Now, that doesn't sound like somebody who's too interested to me. Sorry.
Tina, dear, nobody asked you.
This is my brother, Dorian.
You're sounding more like his mother than his sister.
Okay, so I'm protective. You've done a lot of things to hurt our family, and I don't want you to hurt David.
David is a big boy. He managed quite nicely before he ever met you. And if I were you, I would stop interfering in his personal life. Otherwise, he's liable to get very angry at you. And you don't want that to happen. Not after the two of you have gotten so chummy. Do you?
Hi.
Why were you talking to Dorian? What was that all about?
Well, all I know is you better watch out for Dorian.
Why? What did she say?
She more or less admitted that she's trying to move in on you romantically.
Dorian.
Yeah. Well, I told her to stay away from you.
Well, I guess I should be flattered that you want to protect me.
Well, David, you don't know Dorian like I do, or like my family does. She's dangerous. She has a way of maneuvering her way into things. You can't get rid of her.
Tina, don't worry. I'm not interested in Dorian. We're friends, nothing more.
Well, you can't even trust her as a friend.
Tina, I feel sorry for her.
Well, don't. She's trouble. And the farther you stay away from her, the better you are. Just promise me, David. Promise you'll stay away from her.
Okay, then. I promise to stay away from Dorian. But I can't guarantee that she's going to stay away from me.
Oh, I know you can't. But I can't ask for any more than that. Thank you. Well, I probably should go check on Vicky.
Oh, hey, she called me into her room earlier. She wanted to thank me for bringing her to the hospital.
She did?
Yeah. In front of Kevin and Joey and Jessica and Sloan. She also wanted to apologize for the way that she treated me.
David, you know what that means, don't you? Vicky is realizing what I've known all along is that you're good. And that you're not lying about who you are or anything. See, it's going to be no time at all before she's going to accept you as our brother.
I wish I could be that sure.
Oh, David, that was a big step for Vicky to apologize to you. And in front of the family.
Yeah, well, Tina, there's a big difference between an apology and acceptance. I don't think she's changed her mind. I don't think she's ever going to believe me.
Yes, she will. I'll make sure she does.
Where's Tina?
She's checking on Vicky.
I suppose she told you her rather amusing notion that I'm trying to seduce you. Tina has such a vivid imagination.
Well, I'm glad you think it's so funny. You know, Tina would have heard everything that we'd said if she'd just shown up 2 seconds earlier.
David, you're overreacting.
No, I'm not. You know, I can't believe you're worried that I'd screw up, that I would get us in trouble. You're gonna ruin everything, Dorian, because you keep following me around.
Don't flatter yourself. I'm not following you.
Then do us both a favor, okay? Stay away. Let's go on with our separate lives. Separate lives. Got it?
Don't you boss me around.
Oh, well, what are you gonna do, Dorian? You gonna turn me into the cops? What, no snappy comeback? I didn't think so.